Howdy, howdy, ho! Welcome to Paper Boy's long-awaited Q&A. Let's get started with the question marks and the answers. Come along, fellas. Question number 1. How old were you when you knew you were trans? Well, when I was little, transgender was not a word, and it was only when I was a teenager that transsexual was the verbiage that was used. But I wanted to be a boy and felt like I should have been a boy and prayed for a penis every night, even though I used a different word, beginning with the age of 7. And then I played with all boys on my block. My best friend was a boy. I often had short hair and wore like football jerseys. I dressed like a boy. And anytime someone would ask me, are you a boy or a girl? I'd say boy. And I remember one time this kid didn't really believe me. And so he was like, prove it, which I think he wanted me to pull my pants down. And I was like, okay. And the t-shirt I had on had a little character with a tie on it. So I pointed to that character and I was like, see, would this character have a tie if I wasn't a boy? Convincing, right? Question number 2. Did tea make you more aggressive? Well, I've only been on tea since February 24th, so 2 months and a week, and it hasn't made me more aggressive that I could tell so far. I do think it's made me less tolerant in some ways. Like, and I was told by a really good friend that this would happen. I don't really have the patience to hear people's backstories and, you know, long explanations when you ask a question or you get into things. But then that could be a lot of what I'm going through with my wife. She has a hard time formulating her words since her breakdown, and I find myself getting exasperated sometimes, which it's not her fault. So I don't think it makes me more aggressive, no. Less tolerant? Possibly. Question number 3. Do you pack? Not right now, but I want to. I'm really starting to think about packing. Now the thing is I don't have a whole lot of facial hair. I just shaved off this baby stash I had yesterday. I just shaved it off because it was just growing crazy, and I was letting it go. I kept shaving this weekly because this grows back fast. It's not full, but it grows back fast. But I went ahead and shaved off my mustache. I think for me it's going to be important to pack when I have facial hair, because for me, I'm a crotch checker. Me and my wife talk about that. My wife's like, I don't go around looking at people's crotches when I told her that I'm going to need to pack. And I'm like, you may not, but I do. I check people's crotches out all the time, especially guys. So it will become important. I actually won an Amazon gift card through my work. They send them out for your performance sometimes. I got world-class calls, you know, because I'm good. And so I won an Amazon card, and I'm thinking about buying a packer through Amazon, and I want it to be a soft pack when I do. I don't want it to be a stand-to-pee device. I'm going to change it into a stand-to-pee device with a medicine spoon. Going to be a DIY thing, but let me not get off topic. Let's move on to the next question, shall we? Excellent question for number 4. Why is your voice so high? Well, because I was born female, okay? And my voice cords haven't thickened yet, okay? Because testosterone hasn't done that to me yet, okay? But I think for a lot of guys, their voice doesn't deepen. It transitions where it doesn't sound female, but yet it doesn't quite sound that deep male. Not all guys have a voice that drops a long ways. And I'm not sure how anyone would answer that, right? I'm looking forward to some of the guys, maybe some of the guys on the channel here have been asked that question. I don't even know how I would respond to that. I guess I'd say my balls haven't dropped. I think my response to things like that would be make a joke out of it. That way it diffuses the seriousness of it, and it kind of makes a joke of, you're really asking me this. So I would probably say something along the lines like that. My balls haven't dropped or something like that. Number 5, where do you see yourself in 10 years? That's an excellent question. Well, I hope to have fully transitioned. I hope to have a rockin' body and a rockin' beard. And, you know, I really just hope I'm living my passion. I don't live my passion. I get by. I thrive by doing what I need to. I get through life doing what I have to do. And I want to live life doing what I want to do. I'm 50 years old and I've yet to get to that point. I hope that I break into the entertainment industry somehow, if it's even a reality show. There is a particular reality show I want to try out for. I made semifinals for Big Brother 3 years in a row, back from 2007 to 2010. And I just quit watching it and stopped applying. But once I do my full transition, I want to apply again. And I hope to get on that. And when I get on that, I'd like to parlay that into, and I'm not talking Hollywood entertainment. I'm just talking about being able to be paid for entertainment, whether it's podcasting, hosting something, making appearances, just something like that. That's my dream. So hopefully in 10 years, I'll have that accomplished. My son will be 19. So he'll be out of the house, hopefully. And I'll be able to have a life with my wife, just she and I. And we will get to travel and do things as a couple. Because right now, we don't have a support system. We don't have a sitter. We don't ever get to go and do anything without that kid in tow. So I would look forward to just being a couple with my wife and getting to go places without worrying about, is it kid friendly, and accommodating a kid. So that's where I see myself in 10 years. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the Q&A session. Those are great questions. If you have more, keep them coming. You can drop them in the comments for any guy. It doesn't have to be me. And I really look forward to the other guys' answers on these questions this week. Have a great week. Peace and love.